Mom and Dad here.
Scout's here.
Shall we begin? Friends and family, we are gathered here today to celebrate.
Together, nothing can keep us apart. That's why U.S. Cellular eliminated data overages on our reliable nationwide network, so you can stay connected.
Goben Cars grand opening sale, beautiful Middleton. 2017 Nissan Sentras, Hyundai Elantras for only $79.95 or $129 per month.
That's right. Buy 2017 Nissan Sentras and Hyundai Elantras for only $79.95 or $129 per month.
Goben Cars is selling 2018 Kia Fortes for only $89.95 or $149 per month.
Hurry in today and just ask for my dad, Don the Dealman Goben.
Or my daughter, Crystal the Pistol Goben.
You gotta go to Goben, GobenCars.com.
At Diamond Select, our on-site goldsmith can create a beautiful, one-of-a-kind piece. Whether it's repurposing an old ring or creating from a picture online, we're here to help you create jewelry of your dreams. Diamond Select, downtown Stoughton.
Today is the longest day of the year. Summer officially begins. Chris is tracking more heat, more humidity, and the return of some seasonal storms. And the largest mass gathering since the start of the pandemic will go on without any masks required later today as the nation's top health experts issue a dire new warning.
This is News 3 Now this morning.
Good morning. It's Saturday, June 20th. I'm Chris Reese.
And I'm Christina Laurie. It's great to see you. Happy summer.
Yes, happy first day of summer. We went with the green.
We did.
This morning.
Everything's growing now.
Yes.
And we can officially wear white, too. I see you have some brilliant white under that tie.
Of course I do. We're matching the radar this morning, though. There are showers and thunderstorms that we've been tracking. It's very summer-like out there. Most of this has been well towards the north and west, but we did have a shower just pop up right over Madison. That's moving north and east. Burke, Sun Prairie, over towards Windsor. You're getting in on a light shower right now. That's also impacting areas like Cottage Grove, and that's going to be moving over towards Marshall in northeastern Dane County as we go through the next couple of moments here. Deerfield is included in that also. We zoom things out. This has been about the past 3 hours starting at 5 o'clock this morning, and notice really we've seen this axis of heavier rain setting up just along and towards the southeast of La Crosse there. That is right along where the cold front is that's sparking off the rain chances, and as that slowly moves southeastward, we eventually will see more of that rainfall, but I expect that to happen later on this afternoon. 72 is where we're starting. Janesville is at 75 right now. Dew points, they're up there. It is incredibly humid. We're going to keep our eyes to the skies, folks, and temperatures should top out right around 80 degrees today. It's not a washout, but you will play splash and dash all day long. I've said all morning you can go outside, you can do those plans, but know that you may have to run for cover at any moment in time.
Or just be happy getting wet. Hey,
Either
it's the
or,
weekend.
whichever you prefer.
Thanks, Chris.
My pleasure.
We begin this morning in Tulsa, where the Oklahoma Supreme Court overnight ruled that President Trump can go ahead with an indoor rally today without requiring face masks. As many as 19,000 people are expected to attend what will likely become the largest gathering in the country since the pandemic started. Many supporters are already in line this morning, while President Trump issued a warning to any critics on Twitter, writing, quote, "Any protesters, anarchists, agitators, looters, or lowlifes who are going to Oklahoma will not be treated like they've been in New York, Seattle, or Minneapolis." That prompted this reaction from the state's governor.
We will protect your right to peacefully protest. There's a difference, though. When you start destroying someone else's property, then we're going to be there and we're going to be tough on that. We're going to make sure that we hold those folks accountable.
The campaign rally continues as the Sooner State battles a surging coronavirus. For the third day in a row, Tulsa County set a record high of new daily cases Friday with 125. Statewide cases are up 158% compared to this time 2 weeks ago. President Trump is planning a stop in our state this week. He will tour a marine shipyard in Marinette, Wisconsin this Thursday. This will be the president's first time visiting our state since January, and this is the same shipyard Vice President Mike Pence visited back in November. Speaking of the vice president, Pence will hold a Faith in America event in Pewaukee on Tuesday. Meantime, President Trump says he will renew his administration's effort to end the DACA program. Thursday, the U.S. Supreme Court upheld legal protections for the young immigrants, but its ruling does not provide a guarantee that they will get to keep them long term. The DACA program allows hundreds of thousands of immigrants to live and work legally in the U.S. and shields them from deportation. To coronavirus headlines now. The percentage of new cases in Wisconsin is back below 3%. It spiked Thursday at about 4%, but is now back to 2.5%. There were more than 260 new cases confirmed in the past 24 hours, bringing the statewide total to more than 24,000. DHS officials say 21% of cases remain active, while roughly 76% of people with the virus have recovered. The World Health Organization is warning that the virus is accelerating. Yesterday alone, there were 150,000 new cases around the world, with the majority happening in the Americas. More than 8.5 million people have been affected by COVID-19 globally, and nearly 500,000 people have died. For the second consecutive day, Florida announced a record number of new cases. State health officials say there were around 4,000 on Friday. 8 other states are also seeing their highest 7-day averages of new COVID cases since the crisis started. COVID-19 testing will now be offered to first responders across Dane County. Thousands of test kits are available for police, fire, and EMS workers. County Executive Joe Parisi says testing is especially important for first responders because of how much they interact with the public.
We put a lot on the line for our community and the people they serve, and so we want to make sure that we can get them the services they need and make testing as convenient as possible for them.
Officials say testing is not required, but they do expect that most first responders will want to take the test. The county plans to set up testing at every first responder location that requests one, at least through next month. If you're heading out this weekend, a reminder that you should be wearing a mask to both protect yourself and other people. Although we initially got some mixed advice on this, Dr. Anthony Fauci says that information was passed along because hospitals expected shortages and needed to make sure masks were first going to people who were working on the front lines. Now he says masks are still not perfect, but wearing one is a lot better than not. The former head of the FDA is taking this one step further, saying we as a country need to consider a uniform masking policy. Dr. Scott Gottlieb says wearing masks is the key to slowing the spread of COVID-19. He cites a recent study that says if 60% of the population wore masks that are 60% effective, the virus would be limited to a reproductive number of less than 1. That basically means that one person who has the virus wouldn't be able to spread it to dozens of other people like they're currently able to do. Both the WHO and CDC currently recommend that you wear a mask in public. If you're headed down to State Street this weekend, you'll find about half of the businesses there are reopened and about 1/5 are unboarded. That's according to the Downtown Madison Business Improvement District. Owner of the soap opera, Stacy Scannell, says she likes the artwork on her building and plans to leave the boards up for another week or two. Between the COVID-19 shutdown and rioting that came right when many businesses were just starting to reopen, Scannell says it's been a tough time for business, but she supports the peaceful protesters having their voices heard.
It's just a lot of difficult situations where my friends and neighbors down here, who own other businesses, we're all for the cause. And so we want to support that, and we also want to operate business at the same time.
The soap box is officially welcoming customers back inside their shop this weekend, and more businesses along state are starting to do the same. If you're looking to contribute to the Black Lives Matter movement, a group is selling T-shirts to support the American Civil Liberties Union of Wisconsin. Stand Up in Style is giving 100% of proceeds to efforts to end police brutality and demand racial justice here in Wisconsin. You can find more information at standupinstyle.org. Governor Tony Evers is calling on the Wisconsin legislature to pass a package of criminal justice reform bills as Juneteenth celebrations continue this weekend. This is a list of some of the changes the governor is calling for. However, Evers has not ordered a special session for the Republican-controlled legislature to take up these proposals. Assembly Democrats and the Black Legislative Caucus have requested a special session. In response, Republican Speaker Robin Vos issued this statement saying, quote, "This year, Juneteenth serves as an important reminder that more must be done to ensure every American can enjoy the same freedoms and opportunities outlined in our founding principles. The governor has the power to call a special session, and Republican lawmakers can call for an extraordinary session." It's official. Former Wisconsin Governor Tommy Thompson has been named interim president of the University of Wisconsin system. Current UW system president Ray Cross announced plans to retire back in October, which led to a months-long search for a successor. The only finalist to replace him withdrew his name from consideration last week. The Board of Regents is now expecting Thompson to stay on board for 18 months once he takes over on July 1st.
There's no better individual right now to take the helm of the UW system as we challenge the strong financial and operational items coming at us. He will be a terrific leader alongside our chancellors to drive reforms.
Thompson served as governor of Wisconsin from 1987 until 2001, the longest term in the state's history. He was also in President George W. Bush's cabinet, serving as Health and Human Services Secretary. Time for one of our favorite stories of the week. With Father's Day just around the corner, we wanted to introduce you to a dad who's looking to shatter a stereotype. Meet Sean Williams. He lives in a mostly white area of Long Island, New York. When he first moved there, he said most of his neighbors would compliment him for spending time with his own kids. But numbers show the stereotype of black fathers not spending time with their kids just isn't true. Data from the CDC shows that black dads who live with their kids bathe, dress, or change their diapers more than any other group daily. With the goal of bringing black fathers together, Williams is showcasing this reality with his new organization called the Dad Gang. This stroller squad shares tips and advice with each other.
Hope it sticks in the minds of those who thought we were MIA.
You got to get it faster.
That despite what the world says, despite the stereotypes that are out there, we are dad goals.
I love that, dad goals. We'll hear more from the gang on our show tomorrow morning as we help you kick off Father's Day. It's 8:10 this morning. Today is the start of a new season, and to celebrate, people in parts of the world will be treated to a spectacle in the sky. We're going to tell you about the Ring of Fire just ahead. And even though we won't be able to see it here in Madison, there is more to do this weekend as businesses continue to reopen. Chris is tracking our Saturday forecast on the longest day of the year.
Connect with News 3 Now on Facebook Messenger.
The open road, the wind in your hair, the feeling of freedom that drives us to go out and discover. At Chevy, we're committed to getting you there with confidence and peace of mind. That's why your Chevy Clean dealers commit to using enhanced vehicle cleaning measures with CDC-approved cleansers. If you need a new Silverado, get 0% APR for 72 months or $5,500 cash allowance on all Silverado Crew Cab pickups. You may even shop online and take delivery at home where available.
Wisconsin is getting back to business.
What's your plan?
Before you say,
sorry, we just can't do that.
Before you say, we're not ready.
Before you say, we don't have capacity.
Put us in your plan.
Let us help you get back to business.
Are you ready?
Whether it's a labor shortage,
it's a mandated closure,
we're here.
We've been here.
We'll be here.
From assembly
to packaging and everything in between.
Let's get to work, Wisconsin.
The Leadership Development Program is designed for people who at some point intend to become supervisors. It would open the doors for you for a lot of different types of positions where you're going to have people reporting to you. The number one reason I would say students should come to Blackhawk Tech is that they're going to get a great education from great instructors who understand, make the learning more applicable to them, a real quality education at a very reasonable cost.
Wisconsin Lottery.
Jenkins with AARP. In these challenging times, we need each other more than ever. We may be apart, but we're not alone. Use AARP Community Connections to find or create a mutual aid group near you. Stay connected and help those in need.
Wells Asphalt Paving, expert paving for over 40 years. Now offering $250 off your asphalt paving project for residential and commercial. From new construction to replacements. Call today and save at Wells Asphalt Paving.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
It's been feeling like it all week, but summer officially starts today, and with it comes a rare celestial phenomenon. The first solar eclipse of the decade promises to create a rare ring of fire just in time to kick off the start of a new season. Both today and tomorrow, people in certain parts of the Eastern Hemisphere will be able to view the eclipse. People in other parts of the world, like here in Wisconsin, will just have to enjoy the spectacle from afar. That's gorgeous, isn't it, Chris?
That is. Makes me think of seeing the total solar eclipse back in 2017. I was down in Kentucky. But the only things being eclipsed by, or the only thing that's going to eclipse the sun today is potentially cloud cover, as we see showers and thunderstorms coming our direction. Now, they won't be all day. They will be more so splash and dash, hit or miss per se. But any of those storms does have the potential to be stronger throughout parts of the state today. We look ahead towards Father's Day, and the overall trend has been to be drier for the day as a whole, but then once we get towards Father's Day night, that's when we'll see a chance of widespread thunderstorms across the state, leading us into more splash and dash on Monday with the stronger storms once again targeting the southern part of the state. Here's Doppler track right now. We've been watching the showers and the thunderstorms really towards the north and west. We've had a couple of showers throughout the Madison area. We had a round move through right around 3 o'clock this morning, and then we had another little shower that popped up on top of us and moved in a couple of moments ago. Now that's moving off towards the north and east. We're going to continue to keep our eyes peeled towards the north and west and the south and west. I'm watching this right here. This is moving right into southern Wisconsin, and while it has fallen apart with the sun coming up, temperatures are warmer, it's very humid. I'd be surprised if we don't see this begin to regenerate into more showers and thunderstorms moving towards the rest of the afternoon. We do still have this cold front that's gradually pushing south and eastward as well. That's going to act as the extra needed lift. You've got to get the air to rise to see those showers and thunderstorms. Once that continues to push towards the south and east, eventually that leads us to the drier air that we'll see for most of your Father's Day. Then we get you into Father's Day night. This next complex of showers and thunderstorms starts to move in as we work your way into Monday. So we're going to watch that closely. In the meantime, folks, here's how things are playing out for us. Temperatures will likely be in the 70s by 10 o'clock. They're already in the 70s. I'm expecting mid-70s by 10 o'clock. Here's the shower chances going throughout the morning. I'm not focusing too much on timing here because all day long you could have a shower pop up at any one given time. We move towards the afternoon and evening. We'll see those highs right around 80. But then overnight, we start to see some of that drier air that leads us into more sunshine, especially towards the afternoon on your Father's Day. Sunday highs will be right around 81 or so before we see a return of those showers and thunderstorms into Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, we're going to watch a little bit of a cooler air pattern settle in, but we will still likely stay unsettled with those temperatures topping out into the 70s. The humidity will be lower, but we have to keep at least a slight chance for showers and thunderstorms in the mix.
As you walked over to your weather wall, you were talking about how difficult of a forecast it is.
Yes, it's very summer-like. There are times where, you know, as a forecaster, you can say at 2 o'clock it's going to rain, and at 2 o'clock it rains. There are times as a forecaster where you say it's going to rain today, I just don't know when, but showers are going to pop up. This is one of those days.
This is one of the days when you also want to rely on meteorologists and not just your weather app.
Exactly. So stay tuned to social media. We will be watching all of the shower and thunderstorm chances.
You always are. Thanks so much, Chris.
My pleasure.
You can make the most of the extra minutes of sunlight because there's much more happening around town this weekend. Madison's Henry Vilas Zoo is back open with a new one-way path through the grounds. The Lake Wingra entrance is closed, as are several buildings and all play areas. Gates will open at 9:30 and the last guests will be let in at 4:30. And the Old Brick Botanic Gardens are back open too for the first time since the start of the pandemic. You can visit the outdoor gardens from noon until 6, Tuesdays through Sundays. Mondays are for members only. A limited number of people will be allowed in at one time in order to properly social distance. If you'd rather not leave your couch this weekend, that sounds pretty nice, Paramount is re-releasing 2 epic Best Picture winners with never-before-seen interviews and behind-the-scenes secrets. We'll tell you about those. And Will Loper is out with his list of shows and movies to watch this weekend. Trending news is next.
If you have a fear of overpaying, you have FOOP. But don't worry, US Cellular has your back with the Samsung Galaxy S25G. Free when you switch, plus no activation fees. Stream without disruption, capture and post without restriction, and do it all without FOOP. Switch and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G at US Cellular. Choose fair.
It's here, Slumberland's huge clearance event. You do not want to miss this one. Massive markdowns all over. Closeouts, floor samples, one-of-a-kind items, crazy low prices like sofas as low as $278, this gorgeous bed on closeout for only $148, or this classic sectional for just $799. Plus, get totally free doorstep shipping. No contact, no minimum. Hurry into our huge clearance event and save. Only at Slumberland Furniture.
Fleet Farm has what dads want for Father's Day, whether he's chilling by the fire or heating up the grill. Fleet Farm has great deals for Dad. Get a $10 Fleet Farm gift card when you spend $50 or more on Yeti drinkware. And select Under Armour apparel for the family, 25% off our low fleet price. Plus, Fleet Farm gift cards make the perfect gift for Father's Day. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
At Machinery Road Bicycles, you'll find Wisconsin's largest selection of cycling apparel, shoes, and helmets from Pearl Izumi, Castelli, Trek, Gore, Showers Pass, Terry, Bell, and Giro. There's no such thing as bad weather, just unsuitable clothing. At Machinery Road Bicycles, you'll find cycling apparel for all seasons, whether you're trying to beat the heat or stay warm and dry. Lots of great bargains. From commuting to triathlon, from quality basics to the gear the pros wear and everything in between. The most beautiful bicycle store in the world, Machinery Road Bicycles, has you covered.
At Pick and Save, we always do our very best to make sure we've got you covered. Restocking our shelves with help from one of the country's biggest supply chains. And we'll continue to bring our A game to get you what you need when you need it most. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Hi, I'm Brian from McGann Furniture in Baraboo. We know that hardworking people want the most value for their money. When you shop at McGann's, we've already sorted out and selected the brands that we feel offer you the most bang for your buck. From young couples just starting out to people my age, we offer a huge selection at prices that will fit your budget. Plus, most purchases include free delivery and setup. Shop McGann Furniture in downtown Baraboo. You'll be glad you did.
Let's take a look at what's trending this morning. A New York State Senate seat hangs in the balance in the new season of The Politician. Ben Platt stars as Peyton Hobart, who challenges a longtime Senate incumbent, played by Judith Light in the new season of the hit series. The two camps turn to some unusual antics in their race to win. Bette Midler also stars. Season 2 of The Politician was released overnight on Netflix. It's the trial of the century in the new trailer for Season 3 of the dark comedy called Search Party. The new season sees Dory and Drew on trial after being charged with the semi-accidental murder of a private investigator. Their friends are grappling with whether or not to testify as witnesses. Season 3 of Search Party debuts on HBO Max this Thursday. Jay Pharoah is best known for his comedic impersonations as a former Saturday Night Live cast member, but in his latest role, he's just a stand-up comic chasing his dream. In the movie 2 Minutes of Fame, Pharoah stars as DeAndre, a comedian who moves to LA after becoming a social media sensation. Cat Williams and Keke Palmer, who you might recognize from films like Akeelah and the Bee, also star. 2 Minutes of Fame is available on demand today. Also on demand, The King of Staten Island, starring current SNL star Pete Davidson. The film is partially based on Davidson's life, focusing on his struggles after his father, a firefighter, died in the World Trade Center attacks. The King of Staten Island was intended to be shown in theaters, but director Judd Apatow decided he didn't want to wait for them to reopen, so you can now stream it on most major platforms. There's clearly no shortage of films and shows streaming. Now, our Will Loper shares a few he's been enjoying in this weekend's 3 Things to Watch.
Welcome to the Miss Juneteenth pageant.
I will never get over seeing Miss Juneteenth cleaning toilets.
New on video on demand this week is the film Miss Juneteenth.
Miss Juneteenth is here to prepare you for the future. Your dinner knife.
That is your salad knife. One would surely not eat the main course with that.
We are expecting greatness.
Why you making me do it? Didn't do nothing for you.
Nicole Bahari plays Turquoise, a single mom who enters her daughter into a pageant despite her daughter's reluctance in the hopes of sending her down a better path.
I better not ever see you at my house again. You always embarrass me. I'm not cute. Or built to suit a fashion model size. That's my baby. Phenomenal woman. That's me.
Miss Juneteenth is available to rent or buy on all video-on-demand platforms now.
Hey, I'm out.
On Netflix this week is the competition show Floor is Lava.
Fall in and you're out.
Look, we've all played this as a kid. We know how it works. You can't touch the floor because it's lava. Except this time, it really is lava. Okay, it may be just red-colored goop, but it's still really cool. All 10 episodes of Floor is Lava are available to stream on Netflix now.
Don't try it at home, though. Please don't try it.
Don't try it at home.
No, don't try this at home, bro. You're gonna have
If you can get some lava in your house, try it.
Don't.
I want to know more about what it takes to be a father and celebrate all the great dads out there.
Finally, to celebrate Father's Day this weekend, check out the documentary Dads on Apple TV+.
Being the father, it's a very fluid thing.
It's love at first sight, like for real, for real. I'm not Jimmy Fallon anymore. I'm Winnie's dad.
Now, this dude lives here forever.
Wipe my butt.
Bryce Dallas Howard, Will Smith, Conan O'Brien, and more talk about their views on the roles of fathers.
We had a 1,000-page manual for a television, and they sent you home with a baby and nothing.
You're ruining my life!
I think that's really intense in teenage years.
Your body is changing.
Oh my God, Dad!
Dads is available to stream on Apple TV Plus now.
What is a father?
Who knows? If I'm the expert, this whole project is in terrible trouble.
Happy watching. Those are the 3 things you need to watch. And this is Will Loper for News 3 Now this morning.
Thanks, Will, for that. This weekend, Paramount Home Entertainment is re-releasing 2 of its award-winning films. Braveheart, starring Mel Gibson, hit theaters 25 years ago, while Gladiator, starring Russell Crowe, is celebrating its 20th anniversary. Both Best Picture-winning films are now available on Blu-ray. The new discs include commentary on the films and some deleted scenes. And another big anniversary, this time from the world of music. The BET Awards will celebrate 20 years next Sunday in a virtual ceremony airing both on BET and WISC. Drake tops this year's list of nominees with 6 nominations, including Video of the Year and Best Hip Hop Artist. Beyonce and Lizzo are also up for awards. A half hour of news is still ahead, including the latest on the president's rally in Oklahoma today, as well as a stop in our state this coming week. The day's top stories are just ahead.
The 17th Annual Madison Area Parade of Homes, exclusively sponsored by Nuns, featuring newly constructed homes in 5 of Dane County's most sought-after neighborhoods. The newest trends, tech, and designs. Visit MadisonParadeOfHomes.com for more information.
Hi, we're the Woodmans.
friends. I'm Clint.
I'm Phil, saving you big time money on fish.
20-ounce Great Fish Company salmon fillets, $4.99. Or 3-pound Great Fish Company tilapia fillets, $7.99.
Ay caramba, these are hot prices on frozen fish.
Tilapia, $7.99 and salmon, $4.99.
Hit a home run with these great fish prices.
Service and savings. It's Woodman's.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard makes it possible for me to be more for the community I call home. I'm a better neighbor because my service has taught me how important it is to be a team player. My training helps me in my classes when I must give attention to detail to the task at hand. My service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my community and those I care about safe from threats. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting nationalguard.com.
Though challenges surround us, life still goes on. There's still time to dream, still plans to be made. And if you're retiring soon, still deadlines to be met. We talk with people every day who need to replace their employer benefits when they retire. We can answer your questions too, so you can feel good about the decisions you make. For a retirement benefits checklist, visit us online or call Physicians Mutual Insurance Company today.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
It's Steinhoffel's 4th of July mattress sale. Right now, get any size Sealy mattress for $99. We have purple hybrid mattresses in stock with free sheets and a pillow. Plus, save up to $800 on the largest selection of the best mattress brands, including our Dreams Cool Copper mattress sets. Get up to $300 in Steinhoffel's cash with any Tempur-Pedic, Beautyrest, Stearns & Foster mattresses. Plus, get free next-day delivery and 0% financing for 60 months. Shop Steinhoffel's 4th of July mattress sale.
When America needed us to build, we built. Masks, ventilators, shields. When frontliners needed support, Ford dealers answered. And now we're open and ready to serve you. With special offers like 0% financing for 72 months across the Ford lineup. Stop by a Ford dealership or go online. We've made it safer to shop, easier to buy. Now get 0% financing for 72 months across the Ford lineup. Contact your Ford dealer or stop by today.
The 17th Annual Madison Area Parade of Homes, exclusively sponsored by Nuns, featuring newly constructed homes in 5 of Dane County's most sought-after neighborhoods. The newest trends, tech, and designs. Visit MadisonParadeOfHomes.com for more information.
Panic moving is a growing trend across the country as more Americans are leaving city life behind. Where they're headed and why.
This is News 3 Now This Morning.
Good morning on this first day of summer. It's June 20th. I'm Christina Laurie. As many as 19,000 people are expected to attend what will be the largest gathering in the country since the pandemic started. Many supporters are already in line in Tulsa, Oklahoma this morning to hear President Donald Trump speak. Attendees will not be required to wear masks, a decision by the Oklahoma Supreme Court overnight. On Twitter, the president wrote that protesters and looters will, quote, not be treated like they were in New York. Oklahoma's Republican governor is seemingly contradicting those remarks, saying as long as protesters do so peacefully, it is their right. President Trump plans to tour a marine shipyard in Marinette, Wisconsin this coming week, marking his first visit to our state since January. This is the same shipyard Vice President Mike Pence visited back in November. The president plans to take a tour on Thursday and deliver remarks. On Tuesday, Vice President Pence plans to hold the first Faith in America event in Pewaukee. And for the first time this season, both the Henry Vilas Zoo and the Olbrich Botanical Gardens are open. The zoo is open from 9:30 until 4:30 and the gardens from noon until 6. Both are operating at a limited capacity, so be prepared to wait in a socially distanced line, as well as follow new protocols like walking on one-way paths. You'll also probably want to pack your umbrella. Here's meteorologist Chris Reese.
Yeah, that's right. Splash and dash, that's the game we're going to be playing all day today with those chances for the showers and the thunderstorms at times. Now, we've had our rounds here in Madison. You look outside, the ground is wet, but we don't see anything on radar at the moment. We had one shower. That's now really towards the north and east. We'll keep an eye on what happens towards the south and west, but otherwise, most of Dane County is dry. We work our way up towards Columbia County now. This is just north of Cambria and towards the north and east of Partyville. We're seeing a shower. There's no lightning, so I'm not going to call it a thunderstorm just yet, but this shower has isolated pockets where the rain is going to come down at least a little bit heavier. Speaking of heavier, we find the heaviest of the rain well northwest of us. This is the axis right along where the cold front that's pushing southeastward is. And what that cold front is doing is it's forcing upward the air. The colder air likes to kind of sneak underneath that warm air there and push it upward. That creates the showers and the thunderstorms along with all the cloud cover that we've been seeing. Temperature-wise, Janesville, good morning, it's 75. Madison, good morning, it's 72. We can join our friends in Boscobel at 72 as well. Good morning to you guys. Then you factor in the dew points. It is incredibly humid. This moisture that we have in the air will help fuel off the thunderstorm chances as we move into the afternoon. But outside of that, here's how things look right now. Things are going to be staying cloudy and hazy when it is not raining. Temperatures this afternoon should top out around 80, but we're going to keep that storm chance around all day long.
And that was the forecast brought to you by Chris and his matching pocket square. Thanks, Chris.
My pleasure.
The coronavirus has some people rethinking their living arrangements. Millions of Americans are trading city life for the suburbs. CBS News' Laura Podesta spoke to the people making that move in the middle of a pandemic.
The Bell family loves all the extra space they now have in the suburbs.
When we realized, like, oh, wow, we have to hunker down and really stay further away from people, we realized apartment living was probably not the best way to do that.
It was by video call that Ingrid Bell and her husband agreed to purchase this house in southwestern Connecticut in April, moving from their apartment in New York City to a larger, greener space.
We just had to make the move quickly.
Stephanie and Siobhan Roberts say the pandemic and economic uncertainty sped up a planned move from Brooklyn to New Jersey so they could spend less and have more peace of mind.
A new environment, and it's not so populated.
In a recent Harris poll, 39% of people in urban areas said they were considering leaving for a less populated part of the country.
I am busier than I've ever been in real estate.
Real estate broker Robin Kensell uses FaceTime to conduct business. She says many clients are able to move quickly because more companies are allowing employees to work from home.
This is really intense for people. It's intense usually, but it's got that added layer of, world anxiety.
The Bells say they'll miss parts of city living.
The energy and the ability to, on a whim, do so many amazing different things.
But they say this was the right move at the right time for their family. Laura Podesta, CBS News.
For movers who are not ready to completely leave city life behind, they're trading in high-cost cities like San Francisco, New York, and Washington, D.C. for more affordable options like Atlanta, Austin, and Nashville. More local news now. If there's one thing we know about Wisconsin football, excuses are not in the team's vocabulary. Mistakes happen, but it's how you handle them and move forward. The adversity for the 2020 team was COVID-19. The Badgers missed 15 spring practices where young guys usually have a chance to get quality reps in and better learn the system. But head coach Paul Chryst isn't spending his time dwelling on that. Instead, he's sticking to the Wisconsin way and moving forward.
If you try to take the approach of how do we make up for something that was lost, I think you'd really be frustrated and I don't know if you gain anything. It's an opportunity that if you want to get better, you can. And if you want to use it as an excuse, then you've got an excuse built in. But it was a time where you could use to separate yourself. And I do think a lot of guys took advantage of what was a very different time.
Good advice there. The last few months of senior year have been strange for the class of 2020, to say the least, but there have also been some reasons to celebrate. Next, we'll hear from a recent grad who's heading to the UW this fall with something special in hand, or rather, in her bank account, how she's making college more affordable for her family and her advice for others hoping to do the same.
I wanted my hepatitis C gone.
I put off treating mine.
Epclusa treats all main types of chronic hep C. Whatever your type, Epclusa could be your kind of cure.
I just found out about mine.
I knew for years. Epclusa has a 98% overall cure rate.
I had no symptoms of hepatitis C.
Mine caused liver damage.
Epclusa is only one pill, once a day, taken with or without food for 12 weeks. Before starting Epclusa, your doctor will test if you have had hepatitis B, which may flare up and could cause serious liver problems during and after treatment. Tell your doctor if you have had hepatitis B, other liver or kidney problems, HIV or other medical conditions, and all medicines you take, including herbal supplements. Taking amiodarone with Epclusa may cause a serious slowing of your heart rate. Common side effects include headache and tiredness. Ask your doctor today if Epclusa is your kind of cure.
Today, some things do stand firm. Those you can lean on, the things that matter, and the importance of you being you. That's why, no matter the type of care you need, or the way you need it, we're here every day, safe and ready. Because wherever you are in your world, you're the focus of ours. Safe care your way. Unity Point Health Meriden, a partner of UW Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
Seeing the joy that people feel when they share a meal with family and friends, that's why we do this. The laughter of kids around the table, the thrill of families driving through for a treat, the delight of not having to cook, and instead letting us safely serve you. It all comes back to taking care of each other. And for that, we'll be here with your favorites and always a smile.
Call 15, how you doing, sir?
Good. How about you?
I'm doing well. Will you be using cash, credit, or debit today?
Debit.
Were you wearing your seatbelt today?
Yes, I was.
Do you always wear your seatbelt?
Yes, sir.
Do you know you can get a ticket for not wearing your seatbelt?
Who am I talking to? Gone.
How you doing, sir? Dollar driver.
Mr. Driver, how you doing?
You got me good. Click it or ticket.
Madison's not happy treating people differently because of their race.
I've learned when I've been out reporting on the front lines that everyone is impacted differently, but it's also important to take some time to not judge people and to understand where they're coming from and why they might be angry or why they might be sad.
This is our opportunity. You do see the best in some people coming out.
This time feels different. This time, I think, a real conversation may begin.
Happy Saturday, folks. Just another reminder that if you are headed out, make sure you have an umbrella with you, but it's not going to be a washout at all. Splash and dash all morning long, all afternoon long as well. We'll see those temperatures into the 70s at lunch. We'll top out right around 80.
The last few months of senior year have been strange, to say the least, for the class of 2020, but there's also been reason for celebration. Maddie Crest is a recent grad from Darlington High School. She's headed to the UW-Madison this fall and recently received a pretty big scholarship, $2,500 from Cousins Subs. Here to talk about that this morning is Maddie. Maddie, first, I just want to say congratulations to you.
Thank you.
It's such an exciting time. I know it's a strange time too, but you've been super successful. You're a three-sport athlete. That's part of the reason that you're getting the scholarship, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Okay, so talk about that.
Well, I think that, part of it was community involvement in my grades, but also athletics. I think I've been successful enough in all three sports that I think that stood out to them.
Yeah, so those three sports, you ran cross country, you played basketball, and you did track. What did you learn doing sports? So if any students at home are wondering, hey, should I get involved in a high school sport? How do you think those sports made you a better person?
I think that definitely work ethic, because when things aren't going your way, there's nothing you, excuse me, you can really do about it except work harder to get where you want to be. And like teamwork, which is a great skill going into the future for anything, you need to have that.
You are so right. Also, I think sports help with time management. Really, any activity does. I think that'll help you in college. And speaking of college, you are coming here to Madison, UW. Why did you pick Wisconsin?
Well, I've always wanted to be a Badger. That's exciting. And it was one of the better schools for my majors, so I think it'll be really great to go there for academics, too.
Yeah, definitely. You intend to major in communication sciences and disorders right now. I know there's no pressure. It could change, but as of now, what do you hope to do with that degree? Do you have any idea?
Well, I hope to also study Spanish, too, and then take a master's program in speech-language pathology, and then work in a school setting as a bilingual speech-language pathologist.
Wow. Okay, so you're setting your sights high. I'm sure you could do anything. Last, I just want to end. It's been a really weird time for the class of 2020. I know that your high school, you haven't even had an official graduation yet, even though you finished school at the end of May. What has this time been like for you? It's obviously not been what you expected.
At times it's been like a little scary. We never know what's happening, but I think it's really taught us to work through anything because we had a lot of changes with online schooling, and now we're not sure how exactly we'll graduate. So I think that's great for us going into the future, able to be adaptable to anything.
Yeah, you're definitely adaptable, and even just knowing how to talk to us this morning and turn those negatives into positives is such a great skill. So you're succeeding here. Thank you so much for talking to us, Maddie. And again, congratulations on your scholarship. And maybe we'll meet you in person when you come to Madison this fall, hopefully.
Yes.
Thanks again, Maddie. And congratulations to all graduating seniors. We'll be right back. But before we go, we want to celebrate who's turning 3 years old today. Happy birthday, Kingston, and everyone else celebrating.
Go to Amazon.com skills to enable Channel 3000 news briefs.
The 17th Annual Madison Area Parade of Homes, exclusively sponsored by Nuns, featuring newly constructed homes in 5 of Dane County's most sought-after neighborhoods. The newest trends, tech, and designs. Visit MadisonParadeOfHomes.com for more information.
Medical bills. Missed time at work. Life-changing injuries. Household expenses. When you're the victim of an accident, it can feel like the weight of the entire world is on your shoulders. But we've dedicated our personal injury law firm to help take this crippling burden off your back. Habish, and Rotier. We fight for what's right.
It's either the assurance of a 165-point certification process, or it isn't. It's either testing an array of advanced safety systems, or it isn't. It's either the peace of mind of a standard unlimited mileage warranty, or it isn't. For those who never settle, it's either Mercedes-Benz Certified Pre-Owned, or it isn't. The Mercedes-Benz Certified Pre-Owned sales event, now through June 30th, only at your authorized Mercedes-Benz dealer.
Our home is the training ground for her dreams policy from American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
Wow, you ready?
Yeah, let me just grab my wallet.
Uh-oh. I've seen this before. Wallet way too big, skinny jeans too skinny.
I'll just carry it.
Before you break something, you should know you don't actually need a wallet. With BMO Harris, you can just take cash out with your phone. Or if you need to, you can pay them with Zelle. That works? Yeah. You're stuck, aren't you?
Smile.
Woo, those jeans are way too tight.
That feeling you get when no wallet is no big deal. That's the BMO effect.
The 17th Annual Madison Area Parade of Homes, exclusively sponsored by Nuns, featuring newly constructed homes in 5 of Dane County's most sought-after neighborhoods. The newest trends, tech, and designs. Visit MadisonParadeOfHomes.com for more information.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Splash and dash showers and thunderstorms stick around all weekend long. You'll notice those hit or miss showers out there today. Some of the strongest ones will be throughout southern 2/3 of Wisconsin. Then they start to die out as we move through the overnight hours and into your Father's Day. So good news, Father's Day has trended drier. It's likely that we'll even see some sunshine in Father's Day afternoon, but then Father's Day night into Monday, we're playing splash and dash again with some of the stronger storms once again from about Wausau and points southward into Illinois and Iowa. This is high-resolution Doppler as we speak. I'm watching this right here. This could be that next shower that pops up. It's popped up over about the past really 30 minutes or so. I'm going to see how that begins to strengthen as it starts to work its way towards the north. More showers are back towards the south and west. They're running into more instability now that we have in place throughout southern Wisconsin. That means they are likely to begin to increase in their coverage and intensity. But what's driving a lot of this is the slow-moving cold front that's been gradually pushing towards the south and east. This is now the 4th day in a row that I've been talking about this cold front, and it has not moved really about the length of a state. This was over parts of Minnesota when I first brought this up earlier in the week. So it's been so slow moving. Out ahead of that, we've had that warm southerly flow that's providing the ingredients that are needed for the showers and thunderstorms, but this is finally going to start to accelerate a little bit, hit the gas, and move towards the south and east as we go through the weekend. Waves of low pressure will be riding along it. We get into on some drier air for your Sunday. This is going all the way towards Sunday at 7 o'clock now. I do expect sunshine for Father's Day. But then we will see the chances for showers and thunderstorms to return as we move into tomorrow night and then into Monday. So keep that in mind, that your Father's Day is bookended with rain chances, but you'll see several dry hours throughout a good portion of the day. I'm not going to time out the showers and thunderstorms. Just know they're going to be chances all day long. I will go ahead and time out temperatures for you. We'll be in the mid-70s by about lunchtime or so. We'll likely see those temperatures make it up towards about 80 to 81 degrees for your high. Then it's the overnight hours that we start to see the rain chances dwindle a bit, some cloud cover, and then the sunshine does return as we move into tomorrow afternoon before the shower chances go back into play by the time we get you towards Sunday night into Monday. Early next week, we're watching this upper level low. This will keep the pattern a little fun for us as well as we start to see an active weather pattern, but yet cooler weather pattern that's going to be associated with that. With the air being a little bit drier, I'm a little intrigued on just what the storm chances will be for Tuesday and Wednesday, but I'm at least going to leave that slight storm chance there. We'll be dry for Thursday and next Friday, and then the next system arrives by next weekend.
To be honest, I don't love when you use the phrase, I'm intrigued, because you're also intrigued by like massive snowstorms, tornadoes.
I'm intrigued by everything. I can tell you that. Sometimes I'll just be looking at a forecast model that's blank, and then one thing pops up, and I'm intrigued. So.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Thanks, Chris.
My pleasure.
Well, this next story kind of goes along with the color theme that Chris and I are sporting today. It's time for a few of our favorite stories of the week from the turtle beat. A local snapping turtle has another shot at life after 2 Madison police officers moved him or her, we don't really know, off the road. An officer pulled up to Industrial Drive and found a turtle hanging out in the middle of the road. The turtle's shell was freshly scraped. The officer says a passing vehicle likely caused that. But when she tried to push the turtle off the road with her baton, it turned toward her and repeatedly snapped. So the officer also tried sliding it onto a plastic sheet and dragging it off the road, but the turtle's claws tore that sheet up. So eventually she had to call in for backup and got the turtle off the road. The officers named it Snappy the Southside Turtle. And you might remember Diego as the 100-year-old tortoise responsible for bringing 800 babies into the world. Wow, saving his whole species. He's now headed for retirement. Scientists first brought Diego to the Galapagos Islands a few decades ago when there were just 2 males and 12 females alive on the island. Diego helped boost that population to more than 2,000. He's believed to be the dad to 40% of the population. Diego is now retiring on an uninhabited island off the coast of Ecuador with 14 other tortoises. Stick with News 3 now all weekend long. Amanda will have the day's top stories tonight at 6 and 10. But first this morning, the future of fitness is up in the air as some people are still skeptical about venturing out, especially to places like gyms. Next, we'll share some alternatives that could change the way you work out forever.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, inventor of MyPillow. Just like you, I had problems sleeping. I tried every pillow out there and nothing worked. 15 years ago, I invented MyPillow. It took me 2 years to develop because I wanted to have everything you would ever want in a pillow. I made sure that you could adjust my patented fill so you could have the exact support you need as an individual, regardless of your sleep position. I also wanted a pillow that would last, so I made MyPillow machine washable and dryable. I back MyPillow with a 10-year warranty and a 60-day money-back guarantee. Not only that, I do all my own manufacturing in my home state of Minnesota.
I really like the fact that it was made in the USA. I think that USA products are a better quality product. I've tried a lot of other pillows, and nothing's worked like MyPillow.
I'm interrupting this commercial right now to give you deep discounts, not just on my pillows, but also my mattress toppers, sheets, and so much more. For example, you can get body pillows regularly $89.99, now only $29.99, or MyPillow dog beds for as low as $19.99 with your promo code.
I used to think that sheets were just sheets. I got the Giza Dream sheets. They are the most comfortable sheets I've ever had.
The Go Anywhere pillow is so easy to just roll up and take anywhere I want to go.
Go Anywhere pillow is really comfortable, so that's what I really like. It's nice and supportive, and it's nice and small.
The MyPillow topper, for the first time, has enabled me to have a cool night's sleep. I'm able to go to bed and just get rest.
That's 3 inches of wonderful that's in the MyPillow mattress topper. It's just like a firm cloud.
MyPillow helps me get a good night's sleep so I can do my job in the morning.
Go to MyPillow.com to get deep discounts, not just on my pillows, but so much more. For example, you get body pillows regularly $89.99, now only $29.99, or MyPillow dog beds for as low as $19.99 with your promo code.
For the best night's sleep in the whole wide world, visit MyPillow.com.
Fleet Farm has what dads want for Father's Day, whether he's chilling by the fire or heating up the grill. Fleet Farm has great deals for Dad. Get a $10 Fleet Farm gift card when you spend $50 or more on Yeti drinkware. And select Under Armour apparel for the family, 25% off our low fleet price. Plus, Fleet Farm gift cards make the perfect gift for Father's Day. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
Work smarter. Use the cloud to securely print, scan, and collaborate. GI Office Technologies, helping businesses like yours.
Get the facts with Reality Check, only on News 3 Now.
Traffic delays? Be the first to know with First Warn Weather and Traffic.
As much of the country reopens, gyms and fitness centers are adopting unprecedented safety measures to welcome members back, but many people are still not too comfortable with potential risks.
Vladimir Duthiers has been looking into how your workout could change forever.
As temperatures rise, you might start to see more crowds in parks.
Jam-packed with people cycling, people running.
And while some fitness centers have been given the green light to reopen, the safety measures being implemented may not be enough to entice people still worried about infection.
People might not feel as confident going to a gym in a shared space, whereas they can still confidently crush their workouts at home in the confines of their own living room or kitchen or wherever it is. 30 seconds count.
Like many of us,
3, 2, and 1.
Nike master trainer Kirsty Godso has been getting her reps in at home.
You don't need any equipment.
I recently joined her for an at-home training session.
Drop down, lift to halfway, drop back down, push all the way up. You can still get a great sweat, and I think it's an important time for us to just adapt to the situation that we're in.
Turns out, Americans are adapting to this new normal.
I can do it, Mom. Do it.
Flocking to online videos and streaming apps to get their daily sweat.
And we're seeing 400 to 500% growth in our usage.
Mark Watterson is the president of iFit, an interactive fitness technology developed for Nordic Track, Proform, and Free Motion.
They want this unbelievable, immersive, and interactive experience that is personalized to the user, that is also progressive to the user.
Many local gyms are now live streaming fitness classes.
Broomstick, backpacks, water bottles.
And if you are looking for actual home equipment, well, you may be out of luck. This warehouse in Massachusetts can't keep up with the demand.
We've actually run out of spin bikes.
2, almost there.
Which brings us back to my 10-minute workout with Kirsty Godso, without any equipment.
3, 2, and 1. Push all the way out of there.
Mamma mia.
Dude, I'm giving you a high five. You crush that.
Vladimir Jutit, CBS News, New York.
So trainers agree that it really can be just as effective working out with your own body weight using simple household items like towels or books as props. I know I called out Josh Breiter in the last show. He's texting me pictures before of him using wine bottles for weights. It's like, that seems really dangerous. Living on the wild side.
Josh has got to do it. He works the morning show like we do. We all have to have our wild side somewhere.
And, I mean, they were actually closed. I just mean, it sounds dangerous. Like, I don't know. I don't want to trust myself around glass.
Maybe they were plastic. I don't know.
We're not judging.
You've got props to you, Josh. Props to you. I'll need some wine after this forecast. All right, we'll have off and on showers pretty much all weekend long. I can't tell you when. They're just there. You'll be out and about. Things will be dry, and then boom, a shower will pop up. So be prepared for that. We'll see those temperatures topping out around 80.
Isn't it your job